And the opportunity is this. My impression that when we got committee people in our ward and district, they're supposed to represent the people in that ward and district as a community. And what we're supposed to do is take our grievances, our complaints to them to bring to the city council. And the other thing, if we're talking about economically, we're now doing bad economically. I hear people talk about partnership, but we talk it, but we don't do it. We just talk, yeah, we need a partner to do it. Yeah, we talk about we having problems cleaning. The gentleman spoke about the street being dirty. As a kid, we had to do that as a part before I could go to school. And we rented. It wasn't our property, but we lived there. And what we're losing is our consideration, concern, and respect. And we need to get together instead of political and Democrat. We're all, like to say, we're all one and we're striving to survive. And we need a partnership in each area, because I get a beef every time, but I'm going to work on it better, because there's some streets I go to, the sidewalks are so smooth, and then people holler at me that why I'm in the street, because the sidewalks is just as bad as any with the humps and the bumps and the tree roots and everything being a problem. And I keep saying, and people holler at me, why aren't you on the sidewalk? Well, when you see me in the street, what you need to do is notice that the sidewalks are just as bad, and they need help, and we need to do that. And my concern, we're talking about wards, and we got a position, and it's a wheel. All we have to do is add the spokes to make it stronger, and that's why we have committee people in our wards and districts. They're our representatives. And they got elected, so we need to get to them to do what we need to do right here in the city. And if we don't do that, then we're fighting a lost cause, whether we got to go to court or whatever. Until we unite as a people and start doing things together, it's a loss. We're wasting money. We ain't got money to spend like that. We're laying off people working only 4 days and stuff. Come on, we need to stop this. And my other beef is that nobody came to my door and about the new Democrat. And my reason, and I'm being, is because we talk the talk, but we don't walk the walk. And we got people who've been fighting in the community for years and years, and we do little battles, but if we all unite, then we can do a greater battle and make New Brunswick, like, God bless them, Middlesex County, we can make the city of New Brunswick one of the best cities in this country if we start uniting and pulling ourselves together. That's all I got to say.
Wow. Good. I'm going to close up. George, I appreciate you to finish it.
I'm over here in this corner, and then after I closed it out, I was talking too late. But he just put a rush for me just now, and I just have to speak.
Well, okay. Could we just do me a favor? Just don't be repetitive of what other people have said.
But,
I really would like to close up because
my name is Yolanda Baker, and I'm at Ward 4, District 3. I am committee woman there. And exactly what this gentleman said is that the committee people, you know, they should be bringing their concerns to the committee people, which is true. I had concerns brought to me on Joyce Kilmer Avenue where there was a child that got hit by a car, and we fought. We took this to the city council. I brought the residents. I brought the grandmother. I brought the nurse. I brought as many people as possible to the city council so that we can voice our concerns. Say, please help us make our district safe, especially for the kids. So it was such a struggle. And the sad part is I'm in Ward 4. And we had our city council member, the president of the city council, sits in Ward 4. And I could not get that support. We tried and we tried and we tried. And I'm not making this up because it is on videotape. It took the courage of one of her fellow council members to stand up and say, I'll do something, I'll help you. And that was Jimmy Cook, and thank you. Okay? But that is the perfect example of why we should have a ward-based system. If the president of the city council was actually in our ward, and she was part of the ward-based system, I feel, and this is just me personal, I feel that she would have come forth and not just sat there in battle. And I can put this information online so that you can actually see the city council meeting. It was incredible. But at the same time, it made me feel good to know that I can bring my community together. And together, we, not Yolanda, but we can make a difference.
See, in my closing, Yolanda, let me suggest this to you. The council did, and I'm not defending the council. They don't need me to defend them. But just like what George said, put a rush through you. I'm feeling a rush right at the moment. The city council did what the city council said they were going to do. They forwarded to the traffic commission. What you came to the council meeting with was a petition for speed humps. As I explained to you as I was coming from another meeting to my car behind City Hall and saw you in the parking lot, that speed humps is not necessarily the only solution to the concern that you had. And the council, it duly authorized the traffic commission, which is the advisory board that examines these types of things, and you know because you went there. And within a 2-week period, the traffic commission did exactly what the city council asked them to do, was to look at the petition for speed humps, to examine their viability, and to make recommendations as to other potential alternatives, either alone or together, which might better suit the ideas and the needs that were expressed by the community. The traffic commission made a proposal, asked a bunch of questions, went back to the people, you and the other people who attended the meeting, and said, here's the proposals, and you, I believe, then said, I have to take this back to the people in my community. Let's have another discussion and go there. So, I mean, I understand that you may not like the council, and I understand that you may not like the at-large system, but the council did exactly what the council is supposed to do and referred it to the traffic commission. So if it's responsiveness or not, in that situation, if that was your example to show that a ward-based system is the only way to go, I think you fell short in that. But that's not to say there's not other examples for it. Look, this is not an attempt, and I know, and I knew full well that by opening myself to comments and questions, that it might very well become not a forum as a discussion as to how we could proceed together, but rather all of us expressing our particular opinion about the subject matter. I hope that you will take my thoughts and comments to heart. I'd ask that you give them some thought to see if, regardless of the course of the litigation, if this is not an opportunity for us to try to work together. George, I think, summed it up. If we all work together, united, we certainly will be a much stronger city and people. So thanks, everybody, for your kind attention. I'm going to wrap up. Thanks. Everybody, thank you for your kind attention. I appreciate it. God bless.